Hey y'all. Okay, so now the police chief in Atlanta, okay, she's resigning following the death of Rayshard Brooks. Rayshard Brooks is a young black male who was killed last night at the hands of an officer. Okay, there was I guess like an altercation, maybe like some sort of brawl, between the police officers and Mr. Brooks. And apparently, Mr. Brooks took a taser from one of the officers and, fired the taser towards the officers. Okay, so they shot him, or the officer shot him and killed him. All right, but it just, I mean, I agree with her. That's not any need, any kind of necessary for deadly force. I mean, that's ridiculous. Okay. So it says right here, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms said Atlanta Police Chief Erica Shields has resigned following the death of a black man at the hands of an Atlanta police officer last night. Rayshard Brooks, 27, was shot and killed after a confrontation with police outside an Atlanta Wendy's. Video released by the GBI appears to show Brooks take a taser from an officer, run from police, and then fire it at them before he was shot. Bottom said Saturday that she believes it was unnecessary use of deadly force, and she has called on the officer's immediate termination. The officer's name has not been released. While there may be a debate about whether this was an appropriate use of deadly force, I firmly believe there is a clear distinction between what you can do and what you should do. Bottom said, I have called for the immediate termination of the officer. Bottom said Shield will be reassigned to another role. Former Assistant Police Chief Rodney Bryant will serve as the interim police chief. Shields has been under fire recently after 6 Atlanta Police Department officers were arrested for using excessive force on 2 college students during protests in May. Videos show officers yank the students out of their cars and tase them. I don't know if that's the same video I saw, but I did see a video that was something close to that. Like the 2 students were driving in one car and they busted out. The police busted the window out with their club and just all kinds of stuff. I mean, tasing them while they were in the car. I didn't see on video they did anything wrong, but nothing to deserve all of that. That was just too much. Okay. Shields announced the next day she had fired 2 officers and put the other 4 on desk duty. She said the decision by District Attorney Paul Howard to arrest the other officers was a political one. The NAACP called on Shields to resign on Saturday, citing several recent incidents of police violence against black people in the city. Okay, so, oh my God, it's just crazy. The thing is that a lot of people don't seem to realize, okay, yeah, there's good cops and there's bad cops, just like there's good and bad of anything, all right? But being a police officer, and I'm not saying anything bad about a police officer, okay? But it just goes, any job, okay, attracts people who can use that field for their advantage, okay? Like, you have pedophiles, okay? There's so many pedophiles in the school system, in churches, and all of this, okay? And it makes a lot of people, think of things as bad. It's not the school that's doing it. It's not the church that's doing it. It's the people. And you have to understand that a pedophile gets attracted to that because they know that they have access to children, okay? Just like with a police officer, the bad cops, okay? You have bad cops who, there's a lot of people who just want this job, okay? There's a lot of people who want to be a cop for, many different reasons. Some people want to do it to help the community, to, help out and to protect and serve. They want it for the right reasons. Okay, but then you have some officers who are angry. You have some officers, who are crazy. And they know that this job, that they have access to people. Okay, they have access to people, and they know that they're an authority figure. Okay, so it's literally like a citizen's word against theirs. 9 times out of 10, we won't win. But the thing is, this is no different than any of that. Than a pedophile in church or at school, or any of that. You have thieves who like to work around money or that want to work in stores. Okay, and just because people don't have prior charges, don't make them any less of any. It doesn't make them any better. They just haven't been caught yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things, and it's like, when is this gonna stop? Same thing as racist people. Not all white cops are racist. Okay, but you have people of all races, like I said, who can go into different fields because, and maybe they have a lot of hate in their heart. Maybe they're violent, and just angry and racist and all this stuff boiling inside of them. And this is things that happen, and this is a job to where, like I said, you have access to people, and a lot of times you have the ability to do whatever you want to do because their word matters so much more than the regular person, than the civilian. Okay, and it's sad that it has to be like this. But I mean, it is good though that she is resigning as that, because I know that's got to be a lot of pressure on her, to carry around. Like, I mean, these people are under her, and when you're over a group of people, it's sort of like, what they do reflects on you. And I know she does not want that type of reflection, from her, from the officers, you know. So I just wanted to show y'all this. It's sad that, things are still going on, and it's going to be a long time, I feel like, till things, come to a complete change. People can't just change. Well, I guess they can, but no, they can't. People can't change overnight, and people aren't going to even try to change overnight, and it's just like, what else is it going to take for the world to get better? We're going through a global pandemic, and we're going through a huge race war, and it just is sad, because if anything, we all need each other more than ever now, with the pandemic going on. You never know when you're going to need somebody. You never know when you're going to need to call on your neighbor or get help from someone that you don't know, and it's sad. Like, all of this stuff should not be going on. We need to be loving each other. We need to be helping one another, not killing and hating and hurting people and saying mean things. And it's ridiculous. There's no need for it. So like I said, I just wanted to show y'all this. If y'all would like to send me anything, you can feel free to do so on my email, or you can add me on Facebook and send whatever you like through there. If y'all have not subscribed to my other channel, click on the link down below, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Till the next time I talk to y'all, have a wonderful day, and I love y'all. God bless you, and stay safe.